Ikea describe the foam as a high resilience foam. Now I've owned very expensive sofas, so if I'm comparing, of course, for the price point, it's not as well made as an expensive sofa. But let's talk about the comfortability. It's not too soft and it's not too hard. It's medium. You can sit here for an hour very comfortably. I would highly recommend ordering this. In fact, it depends on your space, but if I was to, and I can add on to it, which is great. So I could make this into a 4-seater, and you detach this here. It's easy, and I could get another long one, which I'd highly recommend because we're always fighting over where to sit here. Now the leather is good. I've had it for about 2.5 months. I think as time goes by, it will get softer. The resilience foam, as time goes by, again, depending on weight, wouldn't say where we're definitely, we're not obese people. I've had people here that are really heavy, and I noticed, it can sustain it, but over 110 kilos, yeah. I find the legs, it's got a 10-year guarantee, which is great, and I find that these legs are not, when you're moving the sofa, make sure that you pick up the sofa with 2 people. Do never drag it, because these legs, they're not that durable. I think if Ikea was to redesign it, I would put stronger legs. I mean, they screw in. I don't feel that they will last 10 years, but it has a 10-year guarantee. Again, that's why I'm opting for Ikea furniture here in Koh Samui. Koh Samui is an island of Thailand. If I've got any issues, in first experience with Ikea, customer service is excellent, and they honour their guarantees. So that's why I'm playing it safe here. Now, the design, looks great. I think it blends in very well with what we are working with. That's an Ikea TV cabinet there. I'll talk about that in another YouTube video. Now, in regards to this, I always have to sweep food off it, and you say, well, you shouldn't eat, but I've got 2 teenager kids. And so I'm finding that the food does get trapped into these crevices, but it is what it is. This is already happening. So again, it's got a 10-year guarantee. Look, what did I pay for it? €1,200. We're not talking over the top prices here. But it's made in China. But can you see all the food that gets on it? Right, so you can see it's easy to brush, but that's frustrating. You've got your Velcro here. That's really strong. Can you hear that? I can't pull it off with one hand. There you go. So this is what it's made of here. It's very strong. So you can, the good thing is here you can pull it out with all the food, which I will. Vacuum it. Springs, it's well made, it's well stitched, put together. Again, it's got 10-year guarantee. I've had it for 3 months, so good so far. This is held very strong, so it doesn't, my fear was that it was going to slip off, but because you've got the Velcro here, the pillows never slip off, ever. So it's excellent for that. I'm really impressed with that. You've got also your zip here if something drastic happens, or I wonder if that's the guarantee of the 10-year that Ikea just says, right, this is, look at that, that's interesting, that they tell you to take it off. But you can then, look, while I've got it off, on a cleaning front, just do that. And then get your vacuum cleaner and so forth. And look, amazing how much food Again, this is Velcroed as well, but they never come off. So very, very strong Velcro. And that's all very well to clean it, but you don't want to keep pulling the Velcro off, because over time I'm confident the stickiness will come less. Again, it's a leather tan, opted for a 3-seater IKEA sofa, 10-year guarantee. So I'm not going to put this back on until I get a brush. Might as well keep it clean. I would say the legs for me are not as robust as I would hope. I'm sure that we're going to have to get IKEA to replace it within a year. So I'm just guessing that, because they just feel a bit flimsy for me. It's got a 10-year guarantee. That's why I've opted it. These come off, so you can make it a 4-seater, or you can add another one like this on it, which I like. Very easy to assemble. You know how people sit on the edge here? I wouldn't recommend doing that. I don't let anyone, because again, it may break off, and I don't know where the guarantee ends or starts. You know, it's not a sofa to be sitting here. You've got to sit it on. You know, people just do this. I'm very pedantic about that. But again, if I'm renting it on an Airbnb or booking.com, I can't monitor that. So as a rental sofa, if I have to choose again, I wouldn't go for it for that reason. For the leg reasons, because people, when they're renting, they're just going to drag it across. They're not going to care. You know, people that rent don't care. And then, you know, if you've got young kids, or definitely if you're over 100 kilos and start just sitting on that when you're talking to someone, or when you're looking at my pool. Yeah, so for that reason, I wouldn't buy this to rent out. I wouldn't do it. It looks good. I think you'll end up as a durable sofa. I'm not sure if it would last 10 years, but it does have 10-year guarantee. I find IKEA customer service is excellent in Bangkok, Thailand. Now, what else can I say? These come off as well, and you can see that. I'm not going to pull it off because it's the same, but they don't fall off. In the 3 months I've had it, they do not slip off, which is fantastic. So the Velcro is very, very strong. Well done. And I've teamed it with H&M Home Pillows, no longer available, but that looks good. You can see that this, on an interior design front, the sofa is very versatile. Look, looks great with the mustard. You could have cream pillows, you could have black pillows, you could have green. The colour is very, the synergies from outdoor in is great. I think it's a fantastic colour for durability, for the tropics. So let's go around here. I've had it for 3 months. Again, my only qualm are the legs. I think there could be a better choice in that. Don't drag this sofa. Always have 2 people picking it up. The design, I like the design. It's very good. The Velcro is very strong, so the pillows don't ever slip off. In regards to cleaning, it's easy to clean. The food particles get into this, but you can take the pillow off. But again, the moment you start messing with this Velcro on and off, I think you'll lose this stickability, and then you could have problems where it doesn't stick on anymore. Again, typical sofa. It's going to collect food and everything. So once again, look, you can hairs and stuff like that, but I won't put it back because I'm going to vacuum that. As a design front, I'm just going to I mean, thickness. The cushions are thick, they're comfortable. It's not too hard and it's not too soft. Very well made. I like how the zip, you can take it off and clean it, or maybe the pillows over the years need changing and Ikea will honour that. Makes perfect sense. So that all its bits can be replaceable under the 10-year guarantee. Whatever that covers, I have no idea. It's always. But Ikea, I find Ikea Bangkok, why I opted for it. Ikea generally, it's $1 billion company, and they're successful for not being so pedantic on exchange of goods. So here we are. Once again, I love the tan colour. I think it's well suited for the tropics. It blends in with my view and the pool. We've never sat on it wet. I wouldn't recommend getting leather wet. If it was a pleather, then it would more robust. So if you're for a situation like mine, we've got 2 pools. As a rentability, I would go for pleather, because pleather is more durable, or in regards to the tropics. And leather in the tropics, well, time will tell. I love the design. I'm just going to give you a top view look. Okay, so from a small apartment, I call it a New York loft, this place, it looks fantastic. I think it has a great feng shui and energy. You can see, pots of paint, we're still finishing it off, but it looks great. It is clean, it's minimalistic. You can move it towards the wall. I've opted for Ikea furniture because it's easy to dismantle, it's easy to work with. This sofa has a 10-year guarantee, so therefore Ikea will honour that no matter what. To sit on, I'll say it again, not too soft, not too hard. I don't get up with a back break after Netflix for a couple of hours. I love this bit here where you can keep your legs nice and long, and it works well with the oak TV cabinet. I'll do a separate review on that. Again, I'm on the island of Koh Samui in Thailand. I opt for Ikea for a pure, easy exchange of goods if they break down. Ikea is great for if you're renting Airbnb and so forth, so that as a top host of an Airbnb or long-term rental, that anything broken, it doesn't look good and it's not good, and it's about durability, and it's about working with a company that's easy to exchange items that break down. So there it is. It looks great. My only negative on it is the durability of the little legs. Don't drag this sofa. Make sure you have 2-3 people picking it up. But if you're renting it out on Airbnb, who's to say that they will not drag it and then you could break it? Is that under the Ikea 10-year guarantee? I have no idea. The leather is good. It's easy to keep clean. I've only had it for 3 months, but so far it's still look good as new. It's first impression counts. When people walk in, they do love the look of it. And to the left is the oak wood Ikea TV cabinet, and I'll do a different separate review on that. And if you're looking at the outdoor setting there, that is also Ikea, grey metal, and the chairs can be used indoor and out, and these chairs are rope, steel or metal. Again, covering of pillows is easy, very, very durable. Again, there's a guarantee on these, so that's for tropics. 2 swimming pools, renting. I always opt for Ikea because it's easy to work with regarding exchange, damaged goods and refunds. And I have had that. Have a look at Bodub Green Kitchen. Just put in the word kitchen, Ikea, in my YouTube, and you'll see what's happened there, but again, how easy it is to deal with. So just once again, the link of this particular sofa is on my YouTube. I love the tan look. The durability is fine so far. The Velcro is strong. Those pillows do not come off at all when you're sitting on it. That's the first time I'm taking the pillows off after 3 months. Easy to vacuum. The leather is easy to keep clean. I wouldn't sit on it with wet swimwear. The design is good. The cushions are very, very firm, but not too soft, not too hard. It looks fantastic. It matches well with the oak TV cabinet from Ikea, which we'll talk about that another time. In fact, the lamp on the left, the lamp shade is from Ikea as well, and I just upcycled the wooden 15-year-old freestanding lamp, and I just freshened it up with the Ikea lampshade made out of rope. Why I've done that? Because you can see I've got rope furniture, keeping in with the synergies of Asia, keeping in the synergies of rope is very used commonly in Asia for many things, including handbags. So I would go for it. As a rentability, I wouldn't choose leather if you've got a swimming pool, because you don't know what your renters are going to do. I wouldn't choose it for the legs. I don't think they're strong enough, but there is a 10-year guarantee. Whatever that covers with Ikea, I have no idea. We'll keep you posted on that. The reason I went for the tan, this is my Ikea bamboo kitchen. I'll do a different video on that. But can you see the synergies happening here? The feng shui, the wellness, and also connecting earthy colours to the outdoor colours. That's an Ikea TV cabinet, works very well. It's oak, and as I said, I upcycled the light, keeping again the synergies of the rope lamp shade, which I think is fantastic. So share your thoughts. I'll just reiterate, it's around, I think, 12 to 1500 euro. I think that's okay for a leather sofa. It's well made. The pillows, the Velcro is very strong. Those pillows don't ever fall off, which is fantastic. Easy to clean. Food gets into this design, but it's easy to wipe off with a nice little brush. Regarding matching pillow interior design colours, a fantastic versatile colour. This is H&M Home, so that works really well. Love the quality of these. They're no longer available. I love the 3-seater sofa. I would highly recommend, if you've got the space, to go 4-seater, and then each end of these making it long, so you're not fighting as a family of 4. I again don't sit on here. I'm very strict on that. Do not sit on it. I think over time it will break, because this does come off to make it a 4-seater, 2-seater and extend. It doesn't feel strong enough. And for this reason, because when you're renting it on Airbnb or booking.com, who's to say that you can control people sitting on here? It's very common. I'm always saying to my husband and children, do not sit on the edge of this sofa, because I don't think over time it's strong enough to sustain 70 kilos, 50 kilos, let alone 120 kilos. And for this reason, I wouldn't buy this sofa again if I'm renting out the property. Long-term, short-term Airbnb. It will not last. It has a 10-year guarantee, but I'm on the island of Koh Samui. You've got to ring Ikea. They do pick it up. It's a lot of hassle. Go for something more robust. But there it is. What do you think of the colour? Share your thoughts. Share that if you've got this one, what you think.